We spent 2 days together here in the venue in Fennehal, Brownspetra, with the sailing, with the congress and with the exhibition. What is your feeling now, 2 days after?
I want to be on board Abora 5.
Wonderful.
Why do I want to be on board? Because I think that your project is going to help to change people's attitude about the use of the ocean as a highway. And I think that's what's really important. And if we use media in order to embrace all aspects of the project, the preparation, the history, the reasons why, the goals, the navigation, the community, all of that, we will be a modern Heyerdahl that gets listened to by all levels of society and all ages of society around the world in multiple languages on streaming services and small platforms. This has the possibility of really transforming, particularly here in the Atlantic, where you're going to be focusing this trip in 2023. This is where the Atlantic and the discovery, if you will, of our continent, the Americas continent, all of that struggle that went on, you will be able to say something brand new about what might have happened and be able to back it up with real solid information. I am overwhelmed by your exhibit and by the exhibit in the museum and all of the work that went into it, the detail, the little itty-bitty stories, the rationale for why this is there, and the connectivity between one culture and another culture. It represents the highway concept. Oceans are highways, and long before anybody got on a horse and wanted to travel day by day by day on a horse, the oceans were there, and people of all races, of all styles, found a way of talking to each other through the ocean.
You have already mentioned my new project, Abora 5. I introduced here on the stage the goals and the possible future implementation. What is your estimation, your evaluation? Are these the right steps to continue, Thor?
I think that your plot to begin in 2023 is accurate. I am astonished that you believe that maybe you can get it done in less than 50 days, but it doesn't matter how many days it takes for you to do it. What does matter about it is that it represents a new look at ocean crossing and navigation and being able to go from point A to point B and indeed back to point A, and to be able to do it on a reed vessel which might very well have been the kind of vessel that Noah built himself.
Last question. When you are returning now to California, what are the next steps from you to support, to plot us wind from back into the sails to bring us forward? What would be your recommendation also? What should you do? What should I do? What is the common sense of this conference?
We already have short clips. The short clips have to be harnessed to new text that gets revised from what we've had already, and that it goes out to a multitude of potential funding sources and distribution sources. Untraditional, atraditional sources, sponsors, individuals, foundations, corporations, distributions. Those are the 5 tenets, the 5 tributaries that we ought to try to activate.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming. I wish to invite you to the launching ceremony latest, but I hope we see much earlier, wherever, at the KTM in Oslo or in California, or maybe even in Germany again.
I'd love it. I really want to do it.